Yes, y'all. Welcome to
Stage Krunchy and Milk.
If you have opinions or queries you wish to share, we have multiple ways to be reached. The email address for the show is podcast@stagecrunchyandmilk.com. On Twitter, it's @SKimpod, SKimpod.
Stage Krunchy.
And if you're feeling froggy, go on and jump into our voicemail line at 216-3028-POP. That's 216-3028-7763. The show can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and as always at our website, stagecrunchyandmilk.com.
Stage Krunchy.
Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show on your own social media feeds. And if you want to get at us directly, feel free to reach out via our personal Twitter.
Stage.
It's at Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tabrail713.
Stage Krunchy and Milk.
We gotta go
Going shopping together?
Yeah.
I think that was a soft opening.
Yeah.
She could have been kidding, but you know
That's
what?
why I didn't go for it. I wasn't sure.
But at the same time, the smooth move would be we like when we about to get ready to go. Like throw in there like before we go shopping, maybe we should have lunch.
Is this the same Mean Girls girl? What? Mean Girls girl? Mean Girls girl.
Like she had a Mean Girls quote for you?
Yeah. We've been fucking. I've been messing with her like 3 different times now.
Oh my God. Mean Girls was the opening. At this point, she's like, I'm throwing it at you, catch it. Shit, I have no idea what episode we were on. Let's start the run.
She was talking to me so much yesterday, she burnt the food lady in front of me.
Nice. I'm gonna say 44.
This is episode 7. Or I do like it when you go like.
You gonna have to add a number in?
Yeah.
I know. If you enjoy it, believe me, I did it for you. And that's no joke. I'm like, yeah, Anthony would laugh at that. What's good, people? Stage Krunchy episode. I'm gonna go with 245. If not, you won't hear that. So don't worry about it.
The whole system's out of whack. Because Anthony and I did a solo episode. I don't know where that's gonna fall.
Yeah, maybe it'll just be at the end or the beginning of this show.
We actually did 2, but the first time we recorded, the recorder was blinking record, but it didn't actually record. So we lost a lot, like 40 minutes worth of gold.
Not only gold, but like
It was deep conversation between two friends.
like fucking 1980s Dookie rope gold on all our fingers in front of a gold Benz on Dayton's gold with 3 big booty women.
They spin it, baby.
Damn, this cheesecake is good. This crust is everything.
So, we back in the saddle again. Your boy was on vacation. Y'all, long-time listeners know I go to Boston every year. This year was no different. I have just returned.
I think it was more the opioid crisis than anything else. What can you do?
I had a lovely trip. Probably one of the best trips I've had in some time. I feel like maybe the additional 2 days on trip helped. We went in town a bit earlier than normal because Run the Jewels was performing along with Lorde. I know Killer Mike on that bullshit lately.
Yes.
He disappoints the shit out of me too. But him live, well, I've seen Killer Mike live before. I've seen Killer Mike live at the Grog Shop. I've been like close enough to like, hey Killer Mike, how you doing? But I've never gotten to see Run the Jewels as a unit live. I never got to see LP live. And though I was in the upper deck, it was everything. It was wonderful, and I almost cried because I was just so happy to see them perform live. And they really put on a show. And they put on a show in front of basically a bunch of teen girls because I mean they were mostly there to see Lorde, but they still moved the goddamn crowd, which is what MCs do. And it was so dope to see it. And this one dude who was clearly there with his girl to see Lorde had the shock like, oh shit, I get some hip hop here while I'm here, and he just started nodding because I know he wasn't expecting it, and it was just dope. And I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the city of Boston. I love traveling to it, and I had a great time. As always, I went to the Penny Arcade Expo. Met a bunch of people I know online, like just through these are like internet friends. This one lady is one of the co-hosts of the podcast, Still Buffering, and she had put on Twitter, I'm going to PAX. Surprise, I'm going to PAX. I'm like, I have got to meet you. With no expectation I would ever meet her. I walk out the elevator on Friday, which traditionally day 1, but in this case day 2. She's in my hotel lobby. It turns out she was staying at the same hotel I was. I had to walk to her and show love. It was great. I was touched by that. I was like, oh, she was happy to meet me. And she's like, I don't think I'm famous. I go, you're kind of famous. So, word up. So I got to meet her. I got to join man Andre Tipton, who runs Otaku Gamer website, if y'all fuck with that. And it's just dope. Seeing people I know, getting love shown to me from people just, throughout the internet. Like, oh, yo, you in here too, man? Yeah. And that was just kind of fun. I don't know what to do. I can't call myself an introvert because I'm not that introverted, but I am to a point where I can't just walk on people like, hey, how you doing? I can't bring myself to do it in situations. Yeah. So the fact that I was able to do it with a couple people at least made me feel way better about myself and pull me out of myself a little bit. Also, it's dope always to have my girlfriend. My girlfriend can talk to anybody and will talk to anybody and makes friends everywhere. Where was she at? She was We went to 2 different panels or something. No, I had to go. Oh well, I'll tell you about that. I had to go pick up a prize that I won, which I'll tell you about shortly. And as I returned, I come to she was like, "I'm gonna go line up for this panel we want to go to." And as I come back, she's like literally, it's like a b-boy circle of people around her. She's holding court because that is what she does. And I just had to laugh. I'm like,
what's she talking about?
Just talking, and people love it, and people and she put people at ease. And like you said, we're all a bunch of dorks in a lot of situations who aren't like normally so conversational, and all of a sudden everybody just feels good and like I can talk to her, she's cool. So this one couple, these gentlemen, they were amongst there. This one dude who he was real cool. I talked to him. There's one lady and so forth. So like I said, they all surrounded her. They all in this cipher, just talking shit. It was so good to see it. I was like, oh cool, I get to be invited into this little cubby and talk shit myself. So that's pretty dope. As for this contest, I gotta say about the contest only because I think the details that came after it as the days went on was even funnier. I have a friend of mine who asked me to check out a game that she enjoys to see it because they're giving away swag. She just said, hey, can you bring some of these tchotchkes home? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'll make it a point to go hit this booth up. I hit the booth up. They like, oh, here, all you gotta do is take a picture and you can get these things. I take a picture. Oh, you won a fidget spinner. I'm like, cool, thanks. We give an outfit. I'm like, cool. I'm sure she'll love it because she loves this game. My girlfriend like, well, here, I'll take one too. She won a fidget spinner also. I'm like, well, hey, man, don't give me the fidget spinner. Give me those pins because that way she can have everything. She had a pin, she can have a fidget spinner, and we'll be straight. That way I've done my part as a friend, right? You're like, are you sure? Because the fidget spinner is really the better prize. And I'm like, I'm just looking out for my homegirl. Nothing to it. Well, if you tweet your picture and put on social media, man, we got a contest going and blah 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 blah. They have an iPad set up. I go to put my Twitter information in there, and it just won't work. My Twitter has a secondary verification, which means they send me a code. I put the code in. That's what will let me get to Twitter. They didn't have the option on their computer set up to do that, but they were like, man, they know I've been able to get into Twitter all day, and they said it with such like, I was like, oh, dude, I got you. I don't worry, I'll grab the picture, and I'll tweet it out from my account regular. Don't you worry about it. I got you back. And they're like, oh, thanks, man. That's really cool of you. I know they didn't think I'd do it, but of course I'm gonna do it because I'm a man of my word. I tweeted this picture of myself. If you follow me on Twitter, it's up there. I believe the hashtag is PAX East Summoners War. Mm-hmm. So you can go check that out if you want to. It might be your show art. I got something else I think I'm more inclined to make my show art, but whatever. And I get to the hotel, and I'm about to lay down, and I look at Twitter, and I have a message, which is different than your other notification. They're like, sure as shit, hey, you won the contest. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Come through by 5 if you can. If not, be here tomorrow by 5. So I hit him back like, here, I'll come through, no doubt. I go back, I won this figure. Pretty dope. I was like, cool. Jess has a cool figure. Cool. Next day, I'm in line, set up for shit. Either I hit Box up first or Box hit me up first. I don't know what it was.
I messaged you.
All right. Because usually, whatever, it's a back and forth. And he messaged me like, hey, if you see anything for Summoners War, let me know. And I'm like, oh, so I hit him with a tweet. I tweeted the picture I had, and he was like, oh shit, or whatever he was. I had to just chuckle at it. I was like, yeah, that's not yours. I'm sorry, because he was pumped. Because he's like, damn, my man put me on already. Because otherwise, it would have been his.
I deleted all those tweets too.
And that's fine. But otherwise, who cares? It would have been his because, but like I said, somebody had already asked for it, and I already told her I won to get the contest, whatever. But I was like, I'm not going to leave my man stank. He wants something for the booth. So me and Vanessa go back to the booth. They're like, oh, yeah, it's you. Because now I'm booth famous because I won the contest.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, man, anyway, we can get some more pins. Another buddy of mine asked me for me. And he goes, oh, yeah, just take another picture and just delete it. And so Vanessa hopped up, took a picture, and got pins for Box. And
Thank you, Vanessa. I'll message you before you ever hear this.
they're talking to people at the booth, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this guy won the grand prize," and I'm like, "What? Yeah, that's the grand prize, man. You see them right there? That's the big one. They don't make these. We don't sell these or anything. We only was gonna give it away here. That's the big one, man." I guess they gave away some other figures while there. Yeah, but the one I got, the nine-tailed fox, I have no idea what that means.
It's a character in the game.
Sure. Is the one I got, and Jess was super pumped about it. I tell Box about it. Box like, that's a $130 figure, man. But it also apparently has like $50 worth of codes at the bottom of it. So in addition to the $130, I guess it's worth basically almost $200 as a $200 figure when it's all said and done. And I just found that amusing. Now, like I said, Ant was shaking his head at me because he know every time I go to PAX, nearly every time I go to PAX at this point, I'll get in somebody's contest and come home with something. I won a whole Xbox one year. A whole ass Xbox and a game. And came home
like,
with
it's a black man in Boston. Give him everything. We don't see these
Make sure
every day.
he wants to come back.
But
We kicked Marky Wahlberg out of here. Come back, please.
Kevin Garnett said it ain't that bad.
let me tell you something. So now that I've gone there, I've seen the TD Garden in person. It's nowhere near as nice as the Q, which I know is a weird thing to say, but their layout is ridiculous. They only got escalators going in one direction. So if you can't get to the one you gotta go to,
You gotta go all the way around?
go find no, because we did end up going all right. We were like, we have 360 this bitch several times now. Where the hell do we get out of here?
You can only go down.
You can only come up.
Oh,
They flip it the other way when it's time to leave.
that makes sense.
That's fine. Just give me an up and down. So I got options, baby. Because if not, I had to get into a staircase that had me just going around. I was like, I was dizzy by the time I got to the bottom of the stairs. Like, what is going on here? So the TD Garden is no Quick and Loan Arena, and shall never be. Damn you.
So that's new, ain't it?
It's newish, but I actually feel like they might be in similar age. I feel like they might have been built around the same time. It's just, it's younger than the old garden. That's all it is.
Yeah, because I remember when I was little, I was fascinated about a garden because they used to play hockey there, and it was always heard about the dead spots. Only the people who played for the Celtics knew about, and that's what I was like. The Celtics, like my fourth favorite team back then.
So for the concert, it was definitely the rink. You can see it, like it was definitely the rink for the hockey setup as opposed to like the normal sidelines you get for basketball.
Okay.
Because the stage is at the end, so basically at the end where the goalies would be at, where a goalie would be at. So, and also they had the advertisement circles it. So I'm like, they probably just covered over the ice with flooring of some sort, and that's where they set the people who had floor seats at. And everybody else just kind of, filled in the bowl from here. So I was relatively close to the stage. It's like I was over here, just way up here, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. And took a ton of video stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, I was more using Insta. For the first time in a long time, and like whatever, I actually Insta more than I snapped, story-wise. So that was, like I said, it was just great. I really enjoyed my time there. People were like, oh, you didn't even want to come back, did you? And I'm like, no, that's not it at all. I think I had enough vacation where I'm like, I vacationed. Now let's get back to the hustle. I want to see my babies, you know what I'm saying? I want to kick with my mama for a little bit. My mom came in to watch the kids. My sister came in to hang with my mom and her nieces and nephews. So I just, like I said, it was great. I really enjoyed it. Go on vacation, people. It's dope. Get you some time away from the office and away from the bullshit, or away from your town, and go see what's popping. Go catch some Pokemon. It's great. There, that's me. What's going on with y'all who just made a show, so I don't even know what y'all got in the trigger in the chamber to put out here.
Well, I guess you'll listen to that later. We're going to rehash old shit.
Yeah. Nothing but moving forward here.
So, speaking of rehashing old shit, a couple weeks ago we had a pretty frank discussion about Hulk Hogan and him coming back. And last night I watched the Andre the Giant documentary. That motherfucker back. He is going, man, that motherfucker had me crying last night. Well, not crying, but I thought about it. That Andre the Giant documentary is fucking great. And I don't know if Hulk Hogan used that money that he won in that lawsuit to be like, hey, put me on, man. here's a little money for you. Because, like, that whole middle chunk is about WrestleMania 3 and, like, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant's, like, relationship. Mm-hmm. Man, that nigga back. They gonna take him back. Somebody gonna take him back.
Well, he was at the premiere. I saw because Rachel Nichols was there, and I follow her on social media. Mm-hmm. And she was like, showing pictures of Hope at the event, which makes sense if he had such a pivotal chapter in the movie.
Yeah,
but yeah, I feel like it's just that slow. Like, come on, man, it just said nigger. Come on, I didn't have him back. Come on.
Yeah, it was. That's what hurt about it, because it's like, man, I used to love that dude. Mm-hmm. I don't think people realize. I mean, especially like young kids. Man, that dude was the fucking man.
He's the goddamn hero.
Yeah. Maybe I don't forgive him. But that documentary was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Like, I stayed up. Like, I folded all my kids' clothes and shit. I was just like, I'm usually in bed by 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Man, I ain't go to bed till 2 in the morning because I was just so pumped up after that.
Wow.
Like, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to fold the shit out of these clothes, brother. And I'm gonna load the dishwasher. And I made salads and I made breakfast for the next day. I decided to wind down from that shit.
Anthony Mania was running wild on the shoulders, huh?
I was like, I ripped open the shirt and then I folded it up with the other clothes.
I don't know if you talked about it, but I would like to know how your Mania event went if you did not.
It was okay. I enjoyed learning how to use my smoker.
Yeah.
The show itself was alright. It was a lot of the stuff that people expected to happen, like, they went the other way, so that was, kind of entertaining.
Mm-hmm. What happened? Give me not the long form, but
well, basically, like, some of the matches where people were sure that this person was going to win. Like, it was a couple matches, and it went the complete opposite way.
Okay.
Like, even like stuff they've been like setting up for like months and months. You're like, oh, this is gonna happen. This is what has to happen, and then it didn't happen. You're like, oh shit! But it just kind of reminds you while you watch wrestling.
Twist ending.
Yeah.
I kind of miss watching wrestling.
The only like thing about the whole day that was a negative was people who said they were going to show and then just no call, no showed. So I'm kind of like, some of these people, like, I'm not even going to bother anymore, because like, I went to the trouble. Like, I spent $42 on brisket. I spent $25 on chicken wings. I provided drinks. Like,
I literally had to hit him up while I was out of town to say how gorgeous a cut of meat that was. It was beautiful. And you gonna disrespect my man and not come through? Fuck you, whoever you are.
It was a bunch of people, like 5-6 people that and they've come to like pretty much like all my shit. Mm-hmm. Like, the one guy who like I got the brisket from, he works at the butcher shop. When I picked it up on Saturday, he told me he had to go to some Paws and Pucks event at the Cube, but that he would come over after. And then he hit me up like an hour or two into the event and said he was so sorry that he fell asleep when he got home, that he was so tired, which I kind of assumed that he would be tired because I saw snaps of him out at the bar the night before on Friday, and then he was at work Saturday, so knowing him, he probably just didn't sleep, so he probably passed out.
Yeah.
But everyone else, like, no one hit me up to say, oh, hey, I know I said I was coming on Facebook, but I'm not coming. Like, they did, and then I could tell they're watching the goddamn thing because they're tweeting about it and writing about it on Facebook. So it's just, fuck all you out. Like, when I have the Royal Rumble next year, y'all ain't invited. Y'all can do your own Royal Rumble squares. The thing is, like, I don't mind if people can't make it, but if, like, you say you're coming and, like, I go out of my way to do all this shit and then you just no-show on me, like, you put in my mind that I can't trust you to show up anymore, so I'm not going to go to the effort of inviting you.
Yeah, just be mannered. And say, hey, I thought I could come through and I can't. People be embarrassed, so they feel like they can't, just come out and say that.
Well, like, my one buddy called me at like 1:30.
Yeah. And
he's like, hey, I got the kid. We're watching golf. He's like, I don't know, like, I'm gonna be able to bring him over. He's kind of rambunctious today. We're just hanging out. He's like, if he falls asleep and I can sneak away, I'll come over. He's like, but probably not. And I was like, it's cool, buddy. I get it, because I get it. You got a kid. Like,
again, that's
a 1-year-old.
That's manners. That's all. That's all you.
But then
ask
it's
for.
like these other people I know who are just like, they said they were coming. They were probably going to be coming, and then like the day before, they're like, you know what, fuck it. why don't we, the group of us, just do something at my place? They just no-show, and then they're going to act like it's all cool.
It's not all cool.
Yeah, it's not all cool, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I know me, and one of my biggest things is people who say they're going to show up and then don't, and it just sets me off.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty chill about most other things, to the point where like I'm kind of like disappointed in myself in a way. But like I know for a fact that that's one of the things that like will quickly get you on my shit list. Is just no call, no show after you said you were coming.
For sure. And like I said, I respect it. And like I said, it's just you have an expectation of people to be well mannered.
I mean, especially like I said in this instance when I told everyone that like, hey, I'm doing all this stuff. Like, I'm investing all this time and effort and money into this to throw this for everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask anyone for anything. I just said if anyone wanted to bring something, cool. If not, I got you.
Yeah.
You know, and like I didn't, like my one buddy's like, oh, hey, you know, I didn't bring anything. Could I just give you some money? I was like, keep your money, man. I didn't ask for any money. I just want everyone to have a good time, come hang out.
Well.
But if, you know, I go out and buy a brisket to feed 16 people and only 10 show up. I mean, granted, yeah, that meant extra brisket for other people, and the shit was good.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, you're throwing my own fucking budget out of whack because I'm planning accordingly, and then you all just don't show.
Yeah, I don't ride for it.
So that's why, like I said, I'm keeping it to like more tight knit friends now. Like I'm not extending anymore.
And that's okay. I really did want to come through for that because I love watching wrestling at Box House because just the people who come through to watch wrestling at Box House are an interesting lot.
I only invite like everyone over for those two events, because I know the rest of the year no one like watches it. Like Royal Rumble has that like gambling aspect. Everyone gets excited because it's just 30 unknowns, and everyone likes to see what's in the box. And then WrestleMania is just a spectacle of itself. Like, you don't even have to watch wrestling to appreciate some of the shit that goes on there.
Because it's a Super Bowl of wrestling.
Yeah.
So,
but then, like, all the other ones, I know people aren't watching it. So it's just that I watch on my own with, like, a couple people that I know do watch it.
No one cares about Money in the Bank.
I do. That's my second favorite, so shut your mouth.
Yeah, what about SummerSlam? They still do SummerSlam?
They do every year, and they try and make it seem like it's the WrestleMania this summer, but it's not.
But it has one of the best
Survivor
names.
Series fell off way hard, so no one gives a shit about that anymore.
Yeah, that was never a luxury I ever got to see. Like, especially when I was little. The closest thing that came to that is one time when everybody was gone, and everybody think I'm lying about this, but the Tyson fight where the dude came through on the air glider. Mm-hmm. Somehow the cable was unlocked that day, and I watched the whole fight.
Nice.
And my mother looked at the bill, was like, "You sure?" They not, she was like, she waited on that bill patiently, like, "If that shit was on the bill, it's your ass." And I was like, "It's not gonna be on the bill." I definitely didn't order it.
Let it be on that beat. Let it be on that beat.
It better not be another city. It better not be no extra
find you
Texas.
ordering pay-per-view.
Oh my God, that's the dangerous move. Don't. Oh my God, don't get about them channels. Avoid that shit.
Oh man. Oh, but don't nobody ever talk about when you go past the Playboy and it's like it's unlocked and you don't change the channel for 2 days.
It's like, look, man, I can't let this porn go.
I can't let these people dry hump and just pass me up. Because that's all it is. Well, I guess. Because some of those things, aren't they shot like double, like two camera angles? One is full penetration, and then the other one is just.
I'm not even hip. Dang, that is something I actually would like to research now.
Because I remember I was down at I think it was still it might have been FYE back then, but they had and I bought it for shits and giggles. It was $5.99. And it was like Midori in it, this movie, and it was just like a porno but with no sex in it.
Just forgive me, softcore.
It was worse than softcore. It was just like all because it should show boobs and stuff like that. Maybe even some soft dick. I'm not sure, but like when they were shot it, they shot it from the chest up for those or like when she was giving head, it was just her head doing that.
So not even a hard R. Well, I guess that would be a hard R in this world.
Oh, it'd be an NC-17. No, it wouldn't be. You're right, hard R, yeah. TVMA. But it was just like, I was showing the water bottle floating in the air. People, sorry.
Oh, here, you know what? Pull this out. So, though he is not here, for years, the Podfather has sought out orange flavored Kit Kats. We found them one year for Halloween and have not stopped looking for them since. And Vanessa came across a Instagram advertisement for some box from Japan that said, "Oh, we'll send you these new Mandarin Orange Kit Kats." So I was like, oh, "Okay, well that exists. Let me see if I can find these Mandarin Orange Kit Kats." And I did, and I was like, I found them at a eBay store that happened to have a bunch of other flavors and said if you buy two, you get like 10% off, whatever. So I was like, well, shit, let me see what else they got popping. So I come through, I find some they like. Now I got the Mandarin Orange, but I also see that they had Easter Banana.
Oh no!
And baked ice cream.
I do want to try that baked ice cream.
And so I ordered all those, and they arrived in relatively short order. Like I don't even think it was a full a week before they showed up. So I was like, that's pretty dope. And I got these, like I said, for the Podfather, and his ass didn't show up today.
What?
Nah, mind you, he's a father of 4, and actually he's not even at work today. He's at home helping out with his kids. So I can't be truly mad at him. I can be a little mad because I bought it for him, and I love him, and I want him to come eat orange Kit Kats with us.
He'll be back next
That being
week.
said, the orange Kit Kats now are off the table. I just want the guys to see the bag.
That's a good bag.
Yeah.
And we'll see it again next week.
Maybe.
And but I wanted us to test out the Easter Banana.
Easter break. These bunnies are extra cute and extra Asian looking.
The baked ice cream, which is the ones you actually are supposed to bake, so we actually might at some point have to just hit these bad boys up in the toaster oven.
Maybe we should save those until we do another. What kind is that?
They were sweet. He threw an additional just Lucy in the bag, and it is, if I'm not mistaken, wine?
Wine?
Yeah, but let me double check. Let me put out that old Google Translate. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try for the first time ever Microsoft Translate, which supposedly is supposed to be real good.
I sent out an email yesterday, and like I always do my emails with like hello and thank you and all that. Mm-hmm. So I went to Google and I typed in hello Japanese translation. I copied it and pasted it into the email, and I did that for thank you and everything. So hopefully the person I sent the email to knew what I was doing.
Because if not, it becomes a problem. Well, okay, Microsoft app needs me to download Japanese, so let's just head over to Google Translate, which I already have Japanese already downloaded too. So this is a little easier. All right, let's align the text.
I did not get your thumb in.
That's okay.
This says, oh shit, you know what this is?
What?
The Podfather's very lucky he's not here. Rum raisin.
Oh.
So
not wine.
Yeah. Which I guess if you look at that, don't that look like a glass of wine? But I guess it could be a glass of rum.
Yeah, rum and raisin.
Next to some grapes.
Cognac and grapes.
Oh, those are raisins. That's not grapes. That green leaf throw me off. But it's a little pile of raisins.
I like this a lot.
Okay.
Now, which one is that one?
The banana.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like a creamsicle. Like a banana creamsicle.
Like banana cognac.
Bitch. I'm gonna try this rum raisin one. I don't know why, but here I'm just. Well, here y'all split that one. No, y'all split that one. It's got more chocolate on it. I don't know. Well, that smells like raisins.
That just tastes like straight ass liquor. You want some, Jasper?
It just smells straight up like raisins.
That shit good though.
And yeah, that shit tastes just like liquor. I got some rum in the fridge and it tastes just like that.
I would eat like a whole gang of those.
It's got that like the alcohol burn to it.
Yeah. I had to order me some rum raisin. I can't fuck with banana, y'all know that. Cause banana.
It might make his mouth itch.
So
I'm telling you, I like that.
I trust, dude. That's dope. I'm glad you do. But let me try a baked ice cream.
Did we not do that one before? It looks familiar.
No, we did. We did. They have other baked ones, but this is the first time we're doing baked ice cream. The one they had before that was just I forgot what the flavor was. But yeah, we have done a baked one before.
It don't taste like banana that much.
Really?
Now you got like more like a cream taste.
Yeah.
Nah, I might have to just try it because
But
y'all my fault.
at the same time, you got a banana,
There's banana there.
Oh, okay.
like that banana essence, but the taste isn't banana.
Well,
I get more of the cream on that, with like a little bit of a banana.
so like a banana cream pie kind of situation probably there.
Mm,
Yeah,
better.
she said creamsicle though, so.
It's like a banana pudding.
Yeah. It tastes like banana pudding.
Banana pudding with extra whipped cream. That shit go. And I didn't even want to eat that shit. Oops.
Yeah, that smells like ice cream.
Man, they're both good as fuck.
I'm gonna save one of those motherfuckers.
I would love to bake this again because that's part of the thing. You get a good caramelization going, and you probably get that extra little crunch.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it home and bake that one.
That's nice.
Man, that's fucking delightful.
So you know how we get all.
This tastes like creme brulee.
It does, and I bet you that's what that ended up being like if you hit it with the caramel. If you hit that with the bake. Let's just give me a torch, man. Like a kitchen torch.
Uh huh.
We just gotta start doing it, man.
Yeah, this shit good as hell.
I'm
These are way better than some whack ass Oreos, is my right?
That's my point. We get all these flavors of Oreos in this country. In Japan, they get all these flavors of Kit Kats, and they get way more than this. We tested a few. They get. I'm dead ass serious. Hundreds of flavors of Kit Kats over there. Different regions of Japan get flavors of Kit Kat sometimes. You know what I'm saying? This is the whatever apple picking fest, and they get their own little fucking one version of a Kit Kat. It's amazing.
Yeah, man, both of those are fucking delicious.
Well, like I said, I appreciate it. I'm glad we like them because it's terrible when you buy something that's like that's the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life. But
yeah, shit, I'm sitting on them M&M's still. They're in my desk drawer at work.
well, there you go. When we eat them,
No, we should do just because Gabe ain't gonna be here. We should do the M&Ms next week, and then the orange ones the week after that, just to make them wait. That'd be funny as hell.
It's your punishment. Not really, because whatever. Now you got me worried about this thing.
Yeah, when I said in the group chat this morning, whoop that trick, I wonder what he thought. Because I was telling you to whoop him.
I know.
And that he was the trick.
I took that just like that. I hope he did not think you were saying to whoop his wife.
What's wrong with his wife?
Nothing, because he's saying he couldn't come because he was helping out. But he didn't want him to assume he was saying to assault your woman.
Yeah. I
still got
was
some of
saying
that-
for T to whoop his ass.
I still got some of that rum in my background.
But that rum was good. All three of those were great. But that was first, of course, because I love vanilla. That rum was second, and this is like not like a 2.5. It was really, really good. Like surprisingly.
You're giving that a 2.5 out of 5?
No, I'm saying like in order, like the rum raisin, and that was no. If I was giving, that would get a solid 4 and a solid.
Okay,
4.
I was gonna say
This
that
gets
is
a 6
delicious.
out of a 6 out of 5. That shit was good as hell, and I can only imagine it'll only get better
So,
if you
do
bake
you
it.
order these from like Japanese Amazon or something? Like, how do you?
No. In this instance, I ordered these from eBay, from a seller in Japan.
Okay.
And like I said, oddly enough, I had ordered several things recently from Japan, from eBay, from sellers in Japan. The one thing took a month and a half to get here. It was. I was real mad, and I was like, "Dude, did you actually mail this out?" I swear I did. And even though I can go, just like I don't know, he just think I'm in America means I can't go look shit up. Yes, I can still look it up, and I can see the post office says label made, but this bitch ain't shipped yet. And I'm telling him as much as I was like, "Come on, my dude, you didn't ship this yet. I know you didn't ship it." But them, on the other hand, it was like label made at Japanese post office. Like I said, a week later, it was at my house. It's like they didn't play. It's like it came right through. Only reason we didn't eat them is I knew I knew we was gonna be short Gabe, and I was going out of town. So I was like, we could have been ate these bitches. They've been sitting at home, and I had them locked away so the children wouldn't eat them. So that's what's up. I enjoy Kit Kats. Our Oreos for the year already seem kind of whack. What we got coming up? Cherry Coke.
The cherry cola, which was my do us a flavor fucking my first ever. The first thing I ever submitted was that cherry cola.
Yeah.
You sons of bitches, Nabisco.
I forgot what the other one is.
My fofo make sure all your kids don't
Do they
grow.
ever announce who wins?
Yeah,
So
they
this-
did. That's how we know the flavors. You know what I'm saying? They put that.
No, I don't mean the flavors. I
They
mean the
didn't announce
person.
who win because this is what they told me when I called. It was like, well, you will find out late as hell. Like they will send people emails. So I still might. Well, I'm talking shit about them. I still might be a winner. I don't know.
I wonder if they had several entrants of the same flavor notion.
Man,
I'm sure they do. I mean, you crowdsourced enough, you're gonna end up with that. But
We're gonna have some overlap.
But that's my thing. It's just transparency because you have all these ideas flow in. Some of them are really good.
Yeah.
Like, is it one person wins the whole thing? Because now you have to pay out to one person, but you have 27 amazing Oreo ideas, and then like they come down later, and everyone's pissed because you just gave them free ideas.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you my idea was. I will share my idea with you, the listeners.
It's like running a Twitter contest where you got to follow and retweet, but we're only giving it out to one of you.
Yeah.
But 27,000 of you are gonna fucking do this, and then half of you are gonna forget to unfollow when this is over.
True. That is what that is. My idea was pineapple upside down cake. I figured they could do a easy as fucking a pineapple cream. Yeah,
Golden Oreo.
At that point, we had already discovered that they could do middles. You know what I'm saying? Into the cream, so a cherry dump right there. You know, that's your little cherry that you have on top of your pineapple. Golden Oreo, pineapple upside down cake Oreo, easy as shit, right? Like
Yeah.
that's just a. That's,
Oh no! Not everybody do that. I was gonna say put a little cinnamon in the wafer,
Brown
but
sugar?
everybody don't do. Or brown sugar.
Yeah.
Everybody don't do that though.
Well, I, the reason I offered it up is because I was like, that's. I feel like it's easily done.
Yeah.
And if it comes along in life, you realize your boy said it.
We need to go to Japan to get some of the fucking cookie presses and do this shit on our own.
Just making our own Oreos at the
Well,
crib.
because those cookie presses from there was clean as
It was
hell.
clean as shit, man. It's like, goddamn, they're pretty. The cookies was kind of weird tasting, but they was pretty.
Because somebody had made it, was like, hey, we got some more cookies. I need 25.
Send them bitches on.
Yeah.
Well, as the Kit Kat game seems to be does well, they seem to get here in a timely enough manner. I'll probably order some more Kit Kat just to say, hey, let's try some Kit Kats. I like that. I realize our oeuvre has been Oreo, but like I said, Oreo be sometimes it's fuck. Kit Kat seems to be an interesting little. I don't know. I just I like the idea of hitting us some Kit Kats light.
We need you, Hydrox. We need you to come through.
I ain't like the way Hydrox tasted, man. Remember them bitches wouldn't get soft in the milk for shit.
They took a little bit more time, but they're not Milk's favorite cookie.
Yeah,
they just
they really was
America's favorite cookie.
They was an enemy of milk.
They the black community's favorite cookie.
Just call them whole sandwich cookies and keep it motherfucking moving. But there you go, man. We podcasted. I loved it. I really was amped to come back and do this. The show that went up last week, by the time you hear this, I had to edit way early in the week and then set up on Libsyn to spit to the feed on Thursday, and then I had to post to our website via my phone, which was more difficult than you would ever think. But I got up that morning and made sure to get it done. So everything's on there except for the link is not how it normally is. Normally I put one of our alternative titles,
Okay.
and I just embed the link onto that text. In this case, I couldn't do that via my phone. All I could do is give you the actual link to the show. So if you want to look at the website right now, it's just a loose ass link. Yeah, I'll fix that tonight if I remember. I'm not gonna remember that shit, but in theory, it could happen. I gotta make another show tonight. So you know what I'm saying? That's how you get entertainment consistently, week by week. I'm about to help. Talk to a company here. I always want to tell you about it. One of our old coworkers works at another place, and their company wants to make a podcast and wants to chew in my ear about podcastery. Like, give me a consulting fee, but whatever. So I'm about to consult on somebody's show for a hot second.
Or what you could do is go to our Amazon wish list and buy me that pantyhose set, the whole body stocking suit.
I mean,
It will work.
It's on there. I guess I can. The link right there in the notes, man. Just hit it up.
You guys ever just look at some of those like the random, I'll be going through Tumblr, which I like to do.
Okay.
And then every once in a while, she'll be like, I got an Amazon wish list. I updated it. I just look on it. Like, I'll buy that for my girlfriend. That's pretty nice.
We have an Amazon wish list in our show notes, people. If you ever whatever, I have not revisited since I made it. So I don't even know what's in there. I don't even know what we need.
He still want Kubert, people.
But it's in there, so feel free to hit that link. We also got merch, you know what I'm saying? You want to go order a few things, it'll come directly from Redbubble. It won't come from us. We are not middleman, and we don't make money off of it. That's literally just the option for you to enjoy. We out here on Spotify now. We need Spotify Street. Spotify announced today a deal that if you have Spotify Premium, you can get Hulu and Spotify for $12.99 a month together. That's the price. Hulu without commercials. So it's like they just like how Spotify has no commercials if you pay for the premium. Now they hook you up with they cut a deal with Hulu, so you can have both Spotify and Hulu, no commercials on either, for $12.99 a month.
That's a pretty good
I
deal.
gotta cancel and redo it then, because I have Spotify and I've been paying for that shit for over a year.
If you already got a premium account,
Yeah.
If you
I
want
paid
to,
the $12.99 a month or whatever it is.
they just announced it today. Literally, if you already have a premium account, you can go in and just add Hulu for the next 3 months. It's only 99 cents, and then going forward after that, it's $12.99 a month.
Oh, so it's $12.99 each.
No, total.
Oh, so it would drop me down to 99 cents for 3 months?
99 cents. They're gonna charge you an additional 99 cents for the next 3 months for you to test out Hulu, see if you fuck with it. And then after that, your bill will be $12.99, and you will have both Hulu and Spotify for that single $12.99.
Damn.
So,
Man, maybe I should have bought stock in Spotify when they went public last week.
how much they going for right now? How much a share?
I have to check, but I was thinking about it at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, all they do is stream music. I'm like, it's possible, it's a good idea, but I'm like, So I held off.
It's cool. All these companies, especially these tech companies, they be so up and down. Once upon a time,
Yeah, but like my thing was like, where's there room for growth here? But you
Yeah.
partner with Hulu, that's growth.
there's growth. There's your potential for growth. That's what it would be for those things. Your potential is linking up with other companies to do some shit, or end up buying off somebody. Let's say Amazon copped them and made them their wing of their music. You know, that's where the movement happens in these situations. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not even allowed to do that such thing. It's literally against the law. The SEC don't let randos talk that kind of smack. But I'm just saying to you,
I think they might connect with since Little Caesars got their own thing. They gonna go with Giorgio's Fresh and Hot Ready Pizza.
hey,
Spotify stock price right now, $151.
nice. What did it start? Do you know what it started at?
I can find
When they did that, when they did their initial public offering.
It looks like it started at like 148.
Okay, so it came right out. It came out the gate. It's kind of
It's up $2 since it opened, but it's down $3.80 today.
Okay. Well, what is going on today in general then?
I don't know.
Tariffs.
Yeah, they really have been beating the shit out the stock market, and so we're not gonna get into that water. Anyway, our missing man
It's Tatum 216.
can be found on Twitter at the real ODP. I just rose up and is running toward the man with the vacuum and be like, "What's your problem?" Is Tatum 216?
I'm still here. I just need to stretch.
That's my man, Lunchbox 2099.
I quit.
I am the Internet Saber 713. You just got podcast, so I know you loved it.
Or at
Peace.
least liked it enough to have some kids with them.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.